Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tom. This is Mocha. Today we are filming some videos for the Herbert Art Gallery and Museum, and we've got a little bit of meat left over and a hungry dog. So we're going to make a beef stew for the dog for her meal later on. So we have some beef brisket here, and we're going to trim off as much of the fat as we possibly can. Beef brisket is a really good meat for doing low and slow. So we're just going to trim off this fat.
She was just sitting there watching you.
Yeah. Okay, so we've kind of chopped up the meat into smaller chunks that we would use than I would normally do for a stew. And we're going to add a splash of olive oil in our pan, medium high heat. And we're just going to peel this carrot as well. Just going to pop all of our meat in. So it's going to take the end off. I'm just going to cut this carrot in half, like so, and then just put it into little moons. So brisket has kind of got a little bit of colour on it now. Just going to turn this down a little bit more. Just going to throw our carrot in. Get a little bit of flour. This will help thicken up the dish as well. Joy's just picked up some fresh rosemary from the garden, so I'm just going to peel that, and we're just going to finely chop this rosemary in. So that's just a bit of rosemary in there. We're just going to add a little bit of water to create a steam. Careful. And we're just going to scrape. Ooh, that's hot. So it's going to scrape some of that balm and some of that good stuff off the bottom of the pan. Just going to add to the flavour, add to the stock. And we're just going to add enough water to cover this. Go. So I'm going to pop the lid on, and I'm going to cook that for about an hour or so, and then going to leave the lid off just a little bit and let it reduce. And I think Mocha will quite enjoy that. So we're going to take that out now and see what it looks like. Now that looks pretty darn good. So let's give that a little taste. And that tastes pretty good. Carrots give it quite a sweetness. There's obviously no seasoning in there. If it was for humans, I would put a lot of salt in. But for Mocha, I think she's going to really enjoy it. So yeah, we're just going to let that cool down. And if you want to, you can serve that with a mashed potato or even rice. Just plain rice, no salt, no pepper, and that's a wonderful meal for a little puppy friends. Sit. Good girl. Is that nice? Bit of doggy stew. Well, I think Mocha likes that. Beef stew that I've done here could work really well as a topping for dry food. So that's probably what we'll do, is kind of shred it down a little bit more and then just add a little bit onto a dry food so she can enjoy it a little bit more. Can you? Can she have another bite? Yeah. Just do another carrot. Good girl. Oh. on the floor. Mocha's eyes are lighting up.